Innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
Hi everyone and welcome again to HSN. My name is Bobby Ray Carter. Thank you so much for joining us. And it is always a glorious day when Chef Curtis Stone is here at HSN. So before we talk more about what coming up on today's special, I want to show you a couple of special items, but you do need to know that in terms of all of our culinary brands, Curtis Stone is #1 in almost every one of his items. Huge customer picks. Okay, first of all, look at how gorgeous this is. I want to lift this up. This is brand new. I have never ever seen Curtis do that with a beautiful golden detailing around the rim and then the handles. It is special edition. It is brand new today. 3.3 quarts, but still all of your DuraPan, of which millions have been sold. And you see that amazing non-stick interior. You also have that disc base. You're going to have your even heating throughout from $49.95, $44.95 today, and we have 5 flex pay payments on absolutely everything. And then, okay, it is just back in stock. I have the only airing, because 1,500 I think, because I know we didn't bring in that many of these to go around. Holy cow. This is the neatest item. It is a grain dispenser. So look, you can put everything, rice, nuts, beans, quinoa, but I was thinking too, there's no reason why you can't use this like in the crafting world as well, right? Okay, only airing $34.95. And there are actually 6 different stations all in one. It is so brilliant, makes it easier to access. I love that you have the clear window so you can see everything. So that is coming up a little bit later on in our show today. But we have an incredible brand new Today Special, first time ever to offer you a bundle of the grill and griddle, all exclusive for us here at HSN. 5,500 gone. Here it is, our best value of the day. First and foremost, thank you so much for being here for this incredible Today Special. And Chef is showing you how about that amazing opportunity to be able to have a grill all year round. So when it's snowing outside, you don't have to worry. It's 110 outside, you do not have to worry. You are getting it all in one combined unit, because then you also get the beautiful grill where you have that opportunity to be able with that griddle to do all of your daily meals. You can do your eggs on the grill. You can do the bacon. You can literally do it all. Today at item number 895-992, $119.95, so $120 value. And over here, I'm gonna step over here so you can really appreciate what you're getting, because as we said, you're getting both. You're getting over here the grill pan, and look at how fabulous this is. You can see all the, again, the grill marks, which we love. Then you're also going to get the opportunity to have that griddle. So as we said, 24/7, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get that stunning lid that comes right along with it. You get a great book with about 15 recipes as well. And all you have to do is choose your color, but from $119.95, $79.95. And by the way, you also get that wonderful handle that wraps them together if you are traveling. Okay, let's go over the colors. Is this gorgeous? So this one is brand new, and it is definitely one of the most limited. Quantity is in the 100. It is that beautiful purple basil. And then underneath, you can see right here the white. Okay, in the white, we have fewer than 800 left in that white color. And then we have the red. We then have the navy blue. We have the turquoise. I love that sea salt. I think that sea salt is stunning. We then, and I think the sea salt is brand new. We also have the turquoise, gray, obviously. And we have the black. You can roast, you can bake, you can broil. You can poach, you can shallow fry, you can pan sear, you can do all of it, and everything again with our incredible DuraPan Plus, and oven safe up to 450 degrees, 400 with the lid. And today, 5 flex space. So you can get this home on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, $15.99. Well, and by the way, pick up the case too to go right along with it. We'll talk more about that. But without any further ado, let me bring in our fabulous double Michelin star chef, Curtis Stone, who, first of all, has started his incredible career here at HSN, been with us for many, many years. I love with all of your restaurants, the pie shop, Gwen Maud, you name it. You cook for all of us and you make life so much easier in the kitchen, chef. Great to see you.
Bobby Ray, it's so good to see you. I'm just turning my steaks real quick. By the way, I had that grill press on them. Now, that just means you get really lovely contact with the grill. So we have those available for you as well. But check out these gorgeous big steaks, right? Now, what I love about this is you're getting grill marks on both sides, and I can turn them over and give you a little peek, right? If I wanted to, I could turn them this way and get a really fancy grill mark on them. But whatever you like to grill, we will be grilling all summer long, all winter long, mind you. This is the perfect idea for spring, and of course, the perfect idea as we roll into summer. Now, next door to that, I've put bacon and eggs in the pan. I'm just turning my bacon. It's getting really wonderful and crispy. My eggs, of course, will just slide around. As you can see, I can even I like to say I make my eggs dance. I just pick this up, check it out. Imagine your eggs dancing around your pan like that. That is what you're able to do. And this works as a great griddle or a plancha, right? And it works so beautifully well. And anything you can imagine cooked in a diner, that's what you're going to be making when you get this home. Now, how do I know that my steaks are perfectly cooked? I cheat just like you're going to when you get my kinetic thermometer home. Thanks, Rich. So here it is. Doesn't require a battery. All you do, give it a quick shake, just like that. That little bit of kinetic energy is going to wake that up. You can see that come to life there. Pull the probe out, stick it into the thickest part of your steak, or your chicken, or your fish, or your pork, and you will know exactly what the internal temperature is. Now, what is 122.5, I hear you ask? Roll it on over and have a look. Well, we can tell 130 is medium rare, 140 is medium, 150 is medium rare. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read all of them perfectly. But you can see there, you're never going to overcook or undercook another piece of fish or meat. They need just a minute longer. Don't forget, you're also taking home this fabulous lid. So if you want to drop that lid on, and by the way, I've gone ahead and given it that beautiful silicone rim, so it's got just a little bit of a soft touch to the edge, but nice and sturdy, of course, with the tempered glass. So I call it my look and cook lid because you get to look right on through the window while it is cooking away. So your steaks are there. You've got your beautiful bacon and eggs right here. Look, I'll take my eggs and bacon out. Check out these eggs. They literally just slide off the pan. Isn't that so cool? Look at them.
Yeah.
I literally could just make them dance from one side to the other. It's like playing air hockey.
Yes.
So you get those eggs out. And here's a cool thing, Bobby Ray. I can go to the oven. Now, don't forget, you're going to want a pair of these. These are my silicone handles, and everyone that has them loves them. They get 5-star review after 5-star review. But come on over, because the silicone handles, of course, will protect you from the heat. You just slide them over the edge like that. I made biscuits. So what a gorgeous way to start the day. Eggs, bacon, biscuits. This could be brownies. This could be lemon bars. This could be a cake. It could be nachos. Anything that you like to bake in the oven, you can put this in up to 450 degrees. You're going to get beautiful colour on whatever it is. Look, I'll show you.
Wow.
You see those biscuits?
Perfect.
Look at the base of those.
Perfect.
Aren't they gorgeous? Mm-hmm. Absolutely perfect. And then you drop those on there. And, of course, the cleanup, Bobby Ray, is virtually non-existent, OK? So I can take this back. Now, of course, I drop this down on my trivet. That is my roll-up trivet. So I just stick that down. Any hot pans can land directly on there. Thanks, Rich. I'll give you that. Now, this trivet is a bit different, though, Bobby Ray, because, look,
it's new,
expandable.
Chef. I love this. When I saw that, that's so cool.
I can make it twice as big. Yeah, and you can stretch it over your sink as well and use it as a dish rack. I'm going to take my steaks out because I know they're perfectly cooked at this point. Look at that char on both sides. Now, I talk about that a lot because sometimes you'll have a pan, it'll give you beautiful colour on one side, and then you turn it and you're like, what happened? There's no colour on the other side. It's because the heat doesn't transfer perfectly in the pan. How easy this is to clean. I just go on through and I give that pan a real quick wipe. And Bobby Ray, let's show everyone the animation.
Let's do it,
but you
Chef.
can see how that just lifts off. I'm going to grab my Faroe Island salmon and drop that in. We'll come back to that being beautifully cooked. All right, so you guys, you're not getting the grill or the griddle. You get both. You get the grill, you get the griddle, and you get that incredible tempered glass lid with that silicone strap, which is really dynamite. You're going to love how that works, and I've got a little demonstration to show it to you in just a moment. 5 layers of the DuraPan in every single piece of cookware. Now that's important because what you want is you want that heat even and you want that heat fast, right? And that's exactly what we give you with DuraPan. We use cast aluminum. The same way we make cast iron cookware, we actually change the material to be aluminum because it's a better heat conductor, much lighter in weight as well, which I think is really, really important, especially when you're filling these full of food. So you'll be using this for a roast. It'll be your favourite new lasagna pan. And guess what? If you want to travel with your food, we also have these incredible carrier bags. Last I checked, we were nearly halfway through the quantity for the entire day. So if you want one, don't delay. This is the turquoise. We've given you those beautiful big silicone so you can undo that really quickly and easily. Look at what we've done.
Love it.
This is a beautiful lasagna. The handles are still hot, actually, believe it or not, because it's been in my insulated case. So this will keep food cold when you put it in cold, hot when you put it in hot. Of course, you're going to pull that out and serve it. Now, that silicone little strap, Bobby Ray, just goes like that. And you can see, look at that lasagna.
Oh, that looks so good, Chef.
My goodness.
Wow.
Doesn't that look fantastic?
And I like
so
it because the strap just really keeps that lid on, so you never have to worry about it shifting right or the lid sliding off at all.
And nothing's going to slide off. You can even hold it all the way up like that because that silicone strap is going to hold that lid perfectly in place. Drop the lid on there. Zip it on up, and I tell you what, happy Mother's Day, Mum. I'm coming to visit you.
Yes.
You bring this gorgeous case. My mum actually saw this morning. She called me and said, I hope I'm getting a couple of those cases, love, when you come back in May. I said, don't worry, Mum, I got you covered.
As she should.
So
and Chef, you're right. I did want to just mention, because I have the cases here. We're down to only 3 colors in the cases, completely insulated, as Chef just showed you. And we have the black, we have red and turk, and we'll kind of let you know, Sam, let me know which one is definitely the most limited. And it on $34.95. The red, slightly more limited, but the red is always #1. Like really, even today, in our Today Special, the red is definitely the most popular, but the white, the quantity is in the hundreds, and the purple basil also. In the purple basil, ooh, we have only about 330 left in the purple basil, which is gorgeous, brand new, never seen before. But here's the thing, as Chef is showing you everything you can do, what can't you do? You can do absolutely everything because you're getting both pieces. You're getting the grill, you're getting the griddle, you get the lid, and that strap to go right along with it. But Chef, when I can roast and bake and broil and fry and saute and sear and poach, I mean, all in one pan that I'm buying right now for $15.99 on any credit card, with all of the luxury of DuraPan, and it's still over 5, it's probably more than 5 million now gone, Chef.
Oh, there is. There's well more than 5 million sold. Look at this Faroe Island salmon, Bobby Ray. Now, we do have this. We aired it earlier. I don't think there's enough for a full airing, but we do still have it. It's in a configuration of 12. It's absolutely divine. By the way, check this out. If I wanted to add some more veggies in here, I absolutely have the space. You know, look, I could have even put half a dozen of these salmon fillets had I wanted to, but I can fit all of that broccoli there. And don't forget you're getting the lid. So if you want to add a little steam, and I'm going to reach for my grey lid, pour a little bit of white wine just over that broccoli there. Thanks, Rich. And grab your lid. So now it turns into a steamer. Right? So it goes from a saute pan to a steamer. I put my French toast in over here. Again, let's have a look. I just dropped it, so it might not be quite ready for a turn. What do you think? Looks pretty good to me.
That looks so good, Chef. That looks amazing.
That French toast over. Oh, yeah, delicious.
And by the way, that salmon, I know we popped the number up. We have it coming up a little bit later on. Super, super, super limited there. But here's the bottom line. I want you to realize the size, Chef, because that's another thing. It is almost 18 inches long and basically about your, almost, let's say, 10 inches wide. Yeah, but almost 10 inches in width. So you have a, like you saw, with how many pieces of salmon Chef could put on there with the veggies. An amazing capacity with both. And the fact that you are getting both, that you're getting the lid, and here's the thing. Individually, the grill pan is $72.95, okay? Because I want to put this value in perspective. $72.95, there it is, right there, because I want everyone right now, now that you've seen what it can do, really appreciate the insane, insane buy. And then the griddle is another $40. So the value of what you're getting today, because I have to tell you that $119.95 does not include the lid that you are getting that goes right along with it, does not include the price of the silicone strap. So when you realize everything you're getting, and what an amazing Mother's Day gift, I mean, housewarming gift, wedding season coming up right around the corner. And I think, Chef, it's that kind of a pan that once you get it home, you're gonna find that you're using it way more than you thought.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it. Now, I've made French toast. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. By the way, have a look at the colour. Both sides, every single time. Doesn't matter whether it's a French toast, a steak, a piece of fish, you're going to get that perfect colour every single time. I'm going to finish that off by drizzling just a tiny bit of maple syrup. And then I'm going to add just a handful of berries and just a tiny little bit powdered sugar. I tell you what, that, my friends, is a pretty delicious way to start any day.
Beautiful.
I lied about a tiny bit, didn't I?
Yeah, more is more. I love it. Yeah.
More is more.
Less is a bore.
Now, Bobby Ray, the same pan, right? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wipe it clean.
Okay.
Right? Let me crank the heat because I had it nice and low for my French toast. So it's just as useful when you're cooking on a really nice high heat. So you hear how quick that recovered, right? That beautiful saute immediately. We're going to make a little frittata. So let's go ahead and pour an entire, that's 4 cups of eggs. Right, so this is good to cook for the entire family, right? If you like cheese, add cheese. If you like asparagus, whatever veggies you like. I'm going to add a big old handful of cheese because I love it.
Me too.
Right, so you're just going to let that get started there for about 30 seconds or so, and then transfer the whole thing to the oven.
And Chef,
I kind of like the way that looked, actually.
I
with
do
the
too.
red.
You're using it on a stovetop. That's what everyone needs to realize. So you can use it on the stovetop. You're going to put it in the oven up to 450. By the way, it works on every single stovetop, even induction. So keep that in mind as you're making your purchase. There's the number for the silicone handles that we have in all of the colors. We even have them in that gorgeous, gorgeous sunflower that you're seeing right down in the front, which is another wire. And this is definitely now the most limited of all of them. And look at how gorgeous it is in that sunflower. And what's so incredible about having all of the different shades, but most importantly, the versatility of getting not one, but 2. And we just took you to .com. $72.95, so $73 for just the grill pan, another $40 for the griddle, but then we didn't even stop there. We decided to go right ahead and give you the lid, the silicone wrap to go right along with it. But Chef, as you were showing us, what can't we do with this? Because you can even shallow fry with this on top of the stovetop.
You sure can. I'm actually just expanding my trivet there because that, by the way, will stretch all the way over over your table, even your sink to dry your dishes. Look, I've done cookies in here. That's the beautiful thing, Bobby Ray. You can literally do it all, and have a look at these gorgeous cookies. I've just pulled these out of the oven, so nice and hot, which is why I need those silicone handles. I love this big turner because you can literally, look what I'm doing. I'm getting under 2 cookies at once.
I want one.
It's a really cool, isn't that great? Well, you can have one, Bobby Ray. By the way, it comes with a set. You also get that beautiful knife. I've developed the knife so you can cut right into the brownie, you can cut right into that lasagna, and then you can get right in underneath and you can lift things up very, very simply. So that is another great item. Now, from baking to cooking, look at what I'm doing. The exact same pan that just baked my cookies goes back onto the heat, doesn't see the dishwasher, doesn't even go over to the sink. It just gets a little wipe out, and then you guessed it, I start cooking again. I've got skin on fish. branzino. Imagine doing this in the cookware you've got at home right now, and just tell me, do you feel confident? Is it going to work as well as you're watching it work right here? This fish will dance, I can promise you that. And I'll show it to you in just a moment. First, let me get the cooker working. There we go. Over here, I've got my salmon. I think that's ready to go. Same deal. You're going to get beautiful golden brown grill marks on both sides of every single slice of salmon. It's cooked to perfection. That's that beautiful Faroe Island. It started the day absolutely like dynamite. So if you want it, I think we were almost sold out of the auto ship when I checked earlier.
Yeah, we're going to check on that. It's super popular, Chef, you're right. And it's the best salmon ever. Really it's our #1 food item, by the way.
That's right, #1. And we sell good food items here at HSN, so that is a real feather in the cap of our beautiful Faroe Island salmon. That's how quick and simple it is to clean these pans, right? You're going to wipe it. Now, of course, you can take it over to the sink. Of course you can. But when you can wipe it up that fast... Oh, Bobby Ray, this is the other item that went crazy earlier. What? My pork ribeyes. Oh. They're back in stock.
Oh, they look so good,
We have them
Chef.
for you. Have a look at these. Aren't they great? And, you know, just having that size in the pan really is everything, because it just lets you cook so nicely and so effortlessly. Now, over here, I'm actually steaming some egg bites. I know you've heard of egg bites. Let me lift the lid, put my steamy lid onto my lid rest, by the way. That's another great little item for everybody to pick up, which is right there. So here we go. I'm going to pick up my, my egg bites. I'm going to slide them on over here. Okay, just like that. Right. Now, this is how they come. They have these beautiful little lids. They just clip on like that. Very simple. So once they come out of that hot steam bath, take the lids off. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
They're so cool.
And you just literally pop those out, and you get those perfect little egg bites, and you flip them on over so you get to see all the gorgeous veggies. And you can put whatever you want in them. We give them to you in a set of 2, so you can make 8 egg bites in one shot. And I tell you what, they save you a ton of money if you consider how much people spend on those in that cafe that we all know so well.
You're right, and they're a great little protein snack, you know, like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or you're working, you need something to snack on. Make them ahead of time, put them in the refrigerator, and I know we just had that number up there for everyone. And by the way, as you're picking up everything that Chef is showing you, 5 flex pay on absolutely everything today. And you always have a 30-day return policy. And you know, we talk about that, you just have to get it home. Just put it in your cart, get it home, because once you get it home, and you can start by perusing through the great little recipes. I found that wonderful vegetable lasagna is in here as well. But you're going to see that these will become your favorite pans. That you can use them on any stovetop, that you can put them in the oven. You're getting that lid, you get the silicone strap that comes right along with it. And I do again want to mention the cases, the insulated carry case, already very popular in this hour, $34.95. And then when we talk about the value here, I mean, it's $73, $72.95 for just the griddle, okay, for just the grill. And so basically, for $7 more, you are getting an entire grill pan to go with it. And you are getting the lid, as you can see, and you are getting the strap. So think about that. That is $7 for all of these pieces. I mean, this one alone is another $40. So the value here of what you're getting is great. But the real value, Chef, is when you get it home, because we're watching you, oh my gosh, since midnight. You've been cooking like, what can't you cook in this? Absolutely everything, right? Breakfast, lunch, dinner. We love to be able to have that griddle for all of your, like even your melted cheese sandwiches, like ham and cheese or grilled cheese, and all the breakfast that you can do in it, and all the veggies. But that grill pan is going to be your favorite without a doubt. And you even get, like I said, you get the grill marks, but you get the flavor, but you also have the luxury of cooking with little to no oil, Chef. So for anybody out there, right, who's watching, you know, their calories, it's perfect for that. That's what another thing we love about the DuraPan.
It's so good to cook in, and it's so easy to cook in. Look, I threw some grilled cheese sandwiches in here. Let's have a little peek. Oh yeah, we're already getting some colour. I like them a little crispier than that, so we'll turn them in just a second. But I'm doing this on purpose. I'm cooking a couple in the middle and a couple down the end, just so you get to see that they are going to caramelise perfectly evenly, no matter where they are in the pan. And you can see that happening right there. So let's leave them in the middle. Let's see if I'm right. While we wait for that, Bobby Ray, imagine being able to bake this kind of quality. Now again, down onto my trivet, they're brownies that have just come out of the oven. You've got two options. You can flip the whole thing over. You know that's going to work. Or you can let me show off my beautiful new knife. So check this out. I can literally cut all the way down, and I've designed this knife
Brilliant.
that it fits perfectly, right, all the way. Look at that gorgeous peanut butter brownie that I made.
Oh.
Okay, and then if I wanted to cut those into big slabs, I could. But isn't that so cool that I can just go on through?
I love that, Chef. Because you're usually with the knife, you know, you're trying with the knife and then running it under the water, right, to get it hot enough to slide through. This is absolutely brilliant.
So I just cut all of those up just like that. Now watch this. Let me just get that first one underneath. Look at how they come out. And I tell you what, Bobby Ray, when you're able to do brownies like this that have that beautiful crust around the edge, but they're still fudgy and fantastic in the middle, I tell you what, it is a pretty good experience, and everybody that comes and tries one of these brownies, I promise you, they'll be back for more.
They will be back for more. And by the way, I'm not sure if I've even mentioned, Chef, but that lid is a universal lid, right? So it's going to go on both the griddle and the grill.
That's exactly right, Bobby Ray. And by the way, have a look at my pan that the brownies just came out of.
Clean.
I mean, there's literally nothing left to clean. I'm just going to come on in here, give that baby a quick old wipe out, and look at that.
Done.
Spotless in no time at all.
Done. And don't you love the fact that for $15.99, you're getting an entire set home? And Chef, this is the first time we bundle them together, too. I mean, we've done them individually, but we haven't done them as a set.
That's right. The first time we've ever done it. Bobby Ray, I want you to see this. Look at what I can do. I can literally hang this off my pinky, right? That's got the lid on it, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and put the griddle as well. You're getting all of this. You're getting the griddle, you're getting the grill, you're getting that lid, and you're getting that incredible silicone strap that will just hold that lid on. I mean, look. It ain't going anywhere, Bobby Ray, and that's pretty cool. When you're transporting food,
I love it.
It literally just stretches over like that, comes right on off, and there's that gorgeous grill.
Wow. Okay, update in that beautifully gorgeous. Chef, have we ever done the purple basil before? Because I know I've never, ever seen it before. But the purple...
Very first time. It's going to be our first colour to sell out today.
Oh,
Something else I didn't even show you. That purple basil, it is beautiful, isn't it?
Look at that. And there's only 200 and I think it's 260 left in the purple basil now. So that is absolutely going to be gone in our show today. It is stunning, 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 stunning. And then the white also limited, and that sea salt. I think that sea salt is gorgeous as well.
Isn't that so nice? Bobby Ray, I've got something to show you.
What?
I promised you perfect grilled cheese sandwiches, didn't I? Have a look at these. Absolutely divine. All four of them at the exact same colour as each other. And you could see I was cooking some in the middle, some down the end, but the results are perfection. So whether you're doing that, I'm going to go back to my oven one more time because I've got something else in here that I need you to see.
Perfect. Clock's
up. You will be slow cooking. I'm going to go ahead and take this beautiful pan full of little short ribs in here. So yes, you will be slow cooking. Check this out. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that something? And look at how tender it is.
Oh,
you can just see that meat just falling apart. I mean, imagine picking that meat and tossing it through some fresh pasta or maybe a little bit of over some rice. You know, so whether it's brisket you like, pulled pork that you like, you will be slow cooking, you'll be sauteing. I mean, crispy skin fish, check it out. I've got my branzino over here. Let's have a little peek. Oh, yeah. Perfection.
Ooh, look at that.
No oil needed, no butter required, and look at the results.
You just get the real flavor. And that's one of the main, most exciting things about cooking with the DuraPan. And by the way, there is a clock already up on your screen. The value, the value, the value. You know, we say $119, but it's really more because this is $72.95, okay? So for $7 more than the price of the grill, you are getting the $40 griddle, and you are also going to get, come over here with me, the lid, universal lid. It works on both the griddle and the grill, and you are getting the silicone wrap that comes right along with it, and all you have to do is choose a color. So the fact that we have only a little over 200 left in the stunning, beautiful, brand new purple basil, don't miss it. We have the white, we have the red, very, very popular in the red. We have it also in that gorgeous navy, the turquoise. This is the sea salt. We have the gray, the stone gray, and we have the black. And then, of course, the sunflower. How many are left in the sunflower also, Sam? Okay, so we're doing good. We're doing good in the sunflower. We tried to make sure to bring in more of the sunflower. So the one purple basil will be gone next, and then the white right after it. And then don't forget that you're getting that recipe book. There are 15 different recipes, desserts, meals, you name it. And if you can pick up, or if you're even thinking about it, I would think pretty quickly, because we do not have anywhere near the same quantity in the insulated carry case in black. These are the only colors left. I have the black, I have the red, and I have it also in the turquoise. $34.95 here. Your today's special, $79.95, $15.99 on any credit card whatsoever. But you have the 30 days, right? So you have the chance. Get them home. And again, the capacity, 18 inches by 10 inches. So you have a really large area to be able to cook in. And as you saw when Chef was cooking, with that DuraPan, you have all of even cooking throughout the entire pan. Easy to clean. They go on any, oh, now we're talking, Chef. Look at those grilled cheese.
Now there's a grilled cheese sandwich, Bobby Ray. Look at that. I tell you what, when you have the right tools, you become a great chef. If you like ooey gooey, delicious centers and beautiful crisp outsides, then you're in the right place. Let me tell you something, Bobby Ray. You can get these to a real high temperature. Look at these pork ribeyes that I've got going here. Now, I promised you it would give you golden brown on both sides, and there it is. There it is. Let's see every single one of these. They all give you that beautiful golden brown, and the reason for that, of course, is because of how this pan transfers the heat. Now, when you've got something that's just come out of the oven, check this out. Here's my pork loin, by the way. That goes straight onto my trivet. Of course, I want to make sure that it's cooked correctly, so grab your kinetic thermometer, give it a real quick shake. You can see I got that colour from the grill pan, and then I used my grill pan as a roaster. Let's have a look at the internal temperature there. We're at 149. What does that mean? Let me show it to you. 140 medium rare, 150 is medium. So that's exactly what we're looking for a pork loin. That's absolutely perfect.
Perfect.
Bobby Ray, you can cook so versatile. Right? The versatility of what you're cooking is amazing. Don't forget, you guys, we're getting really limited now on some of these carry cases. I showed you this right at the top of the hour, right? So it's now been in here for over 30 minutes. We saw it was nice and steamy when we put it in. Let's have another peek. The same thing. It's sat there for over half an hour now. Let's have a little look. Let me go ahead and take that silicone handle off. You ready?
Ready.
Look at that.
Gosh, look at that.
Hot, fantastic. This is the best lasagna pan that you ever will see. Of course, you can cut it with your knife. I'm just going to cut myself a little piece like this. When I say little,
just a little.
It's a big piece, Bobby Ray. That's me.
Yum.
Right there.
Oh,
yeah. Hallelujah.
That looks
so you'll be able to transfer
good.
This food. Absolutely gorgeous.
And vegetable lasagna recipe in the book that comes right along with your today's special. And at $895-992, as we said, all you have to do is pick a color. We saw way more people jump to the phones. Purple basil, about ready to drop below 200 in that one. So definitely stay there. We want to make sure that you have the chance to get yours. Incredible, incredible value today. But I'm going to kind of walk over here. We have a couple of other items that we have to show you. First of all, This is so cool. This is the oil mister. So, and I think, I'm not even sure the last time that we had this in stock, but we have it today, $29.95. What's amazing about this mister is that you're gonna use this, you know, for all of your cooking, baking, frying. Chef, you have it right there showing everyone exactly how it works. Stone gray, very limited. Turquoise and red, those are the only 3 colors that we have available.
Look, Bobby Ray, what I'm doing right here is I'm doing some little filet mignons. Now, if you do like to cook in a little oil because you like the flavor of it, and I don't blame you, the flavor of olive oil is absolutely stunning. Maybe you like it on your veggies. Just go ahead and mist just a little over. That way you know you're not putting too much. It's only going to dispense a 1/4 teaspoon every 5 seconds. So in all that time, there you go, that was about a 1/4 teaspoon. So it's really, really rationing how much oil you cook in, which I love because we want to taste the flavor of the food as well, right? So but you can see right there, that oil mister. By the way, you can put vinegar in there for fish and chips. You can put soy sauce in there if you're doing a stir fry. You can use this to dress your salads if you don't want to use too much dressing. It's a great way to do it. So everybody that has this really loves it. Go ahead and read the reviews on it.
Yeah.
And pick one up before
And by the way,
gone again.
That's a 13-ounce capacity, and it comes with a charger, so you just recharge it. That's the coolest thing about that as well. So that is 857-604. Stone gray, again, almost completely sold out. Okay, we have to tell you about the cutting board. I love, 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 love Chef's cutting board. There are 2 amazing 5-star reviews at hsn.com. So it is one of the most unusual cutting boards because it's not just a basic cutting board. You have the smooth side, of course, you can do all of your cutting, but it literally has a built-in metal plate so that if you're getting home late from work, you forgot to thaw the meat, you take the meat out, you put the meat on, it literally will thaw your meat, Chef, as well. $19.95 today. That's a great price because it's normally $24.95.
So I've taken a block of ice and I've dropped it on the board. That's the cutting board side. This is the thawing board side. See how this is totally dry, straight out of the freezer. Look at what's happening over here. So you can see how it's melting that ice, and that is exactly the same way that it will help defrost your pork chops, defrost your Faroe Island salmon. You can see it there. While this one is defrosting, this one totally dry. So you can literally see it at work. Of course, it's a beautiful cutting board when you're using it on the cutting board side, and both of them will have thaw board on one side, cutting board on the other. Look at that.
Neat.
Talk about proofs in the pudding.
And you were right, Chef. It works great. And I do want everyone to realize do we have red, black, and turquoise, or do we only have the red and the black? I think we might only have the red and the black available. 894-604 is your number there, so don't miss out on that. But we are going to a huge customer pick. It is the cleaver. Okay. 4.7 stars at hsn.com. Beautifully gift box, constructed of quality tapered Japanese steel, razor sharp edge. That blade is actually even ice hardened, right, Chef? And this is on sale today at $24.95.
It sure is. So that's that gorgeous gift box that it's going to come in. Now, what I've done here is I've given you an extremely thin blade, so there's not too much drag. Crazy sharpness here. Japanese steel, it is the best of the best. Because of that lovely heel, right, I can now, of course, use this to slice, and I'll show this to you. Look at how easily and effortlessly it slices. Guys, please go read the reviews on this. Don't take my word for it. 4.7 stars. So both slicing as well as chopping, because I can go on through my onion just like that. I can do my slicing, and now I can use that beautiful big heel of the knife to actually rock and do my chopping and my dicing. So it really is that utility knife that you will use again and again. We call it the mini cleaver because it's kind of the shape, but really works more as a santoku than it does a traditional cleaver. And the way this works, you will just love it. Very unique too, Bobby Ray. You're going to see one of these in your friends' homes.
No, and it's a ridiculous price, Chef, because you think about how much money, the hundreds and hundreds of dollars that you could spend on a great knife. So, and here's the gift box right here as well. Okay, 871-584. We're going to continue to take all of the calls coming through, but don't forget, if you're like, you know what, I'm missing HSN, I want to watch, you can stream us anywhere you stream. And we so invite you to do that. I think that nowadays, like, more and more of us are doing that because we want to be able to, you know, watch shows on our time. The Foodie's Guide to Menopause, the information, the shows you're going to see, the interviews, the one-on-ones that we have are absolutely fabulous. So HSN Plus, to find us wherever you can. Okay. We're taking a break. We're coming right back with that gorgeous new sauté pan. We have the salmon and lots more. Stay tuned.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
appreciation price deals,
gratitude-filled savings,
and super special surprises.
Join us for the final Appreciation Celebration weekend of the month, now through Sunday.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and it's all about you. For the entire month of April, we're showing the love to our HSN card VIPs with exclusive perks like VIP Thursdays. Get a special offer every Thursday in April, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, or VIP financing on so many items. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details on our exclusive VIP offers. Thank you for being at HSN Card VIP.
get deals on tap with the HSN app. Opt into push notifications to get shipping updates, app-only deals, and special offers sent straight to your phone. Get alerts when your favorite items have dropped in price or come back in stock. Take your shows on the go. Stream HSN wherever you are, 24 hours a day. Download now and take $10 off your first app purchase. Happy shopping.
This is the perfect time for me to say thank you and tell you how much I appreciate you and truly love you.
Hi, everyone, and welcome again to HSN. My name is Bobby Ray Carter. Chef Curtis Stone here for the entire hour. Okay, look at this pan. I'm like, I have to have it as soon as I saw it. First of all, absolutely gorgeous. It is a special edition, a 3.3 quart of your gorgeous DuraPan. And when you look at the handles on the top and on the side, and if you look at all around that beautiful reinforced rim, it is all done in gold. But all of the same incredible, features that you love in terms of cooking with that stainless steel base to it. Even cooking throughout, you have that tempered glass steam vent lid. Okay, I only have 2 colors. It is brand new. No one has seen it. We have it here in the red, but I am loving the sea salt, aren't you? Absolutely gorgeous in that sea salt color as well. From $49.95, $44.95. You know what I thought? What an amazing first purchase. If you want to come on into the incredible world of Chef Curtis Stone, this is a perfect place to start. Chef, this is absolutely gorgeous.
Isn't this so fabulous? Now I'm doing these little soft ricotta dumplings, little fritters, and you can see I'm deep frying in here. So yes, you can get this hot enough to deep fry in. I think I'm up around 350 degrees. Let me check with my thermometer, because that's the only way you know exactly what temperature you're frying on. So what am I at? Yeah, 330, 340, perfect. That's about the right temperature. Now over here, I'm doing burgers, I'm cooking my Faroe Island salmon, I'm making a risotto. You guys, this is that one pan that absolutely every kitchen needs. You need it for multiple reasons, because you can saute in it like I am right here. Over there I'm doing burgers, but it's that perfect stirring pan, right? So if you're making a risotto, for instance, or maybe you like to cook pasta, this is that perfect pan that just, you can stir so effortlessly and easily. I'm going to throw my veggies here into the risotto. I'm just going to finish this off with a little bit of butter and cheese. Of course, you need nothing to grease this pan. It will not stick whatsoever. So many beautiful things to cook. But don't forget, you're getting that gorgeous lid with it. Now, we only do this once or twice a year, and it's always extremely limited. I call them my collector's items because we give it that gold trim. It is absolutely gorgeous as a gift. Wonderful, wonderful to cook in. You get those 5 layers of DuraPan, which is that brilliant non-stick. In fact, DuraPan Plus, we've made it stronger than it's ever been. Look at that, guys. Gorgeous colour. Did you say there's less than 1,000 in the sea salt?
In this, yes, Chef, you read my mind. I was just gonna say that.
Oh my goodness.
Fewer than 1,000 to go, and no one has seen this, so it's not like it's been on the air. No one has seen it. Already incredibly popular. And look, I love the red, but this one, my gosh, is that gorgeous. And you are so right, Chef, because first of all, when you actually see it, it's a 3.3 quart capacity. It's about 14 inches in length. And you even have you have 5.5 inches of height. So you can see how you can very, very easily do some frying in it. You're gonna be able to do anything with it. You can put it in the oven also, safe up to 450 degrees. But the gold accent on this is what makes it so special. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Chef, because I've never seen it before, and I didn't think we did anything like this all the time. So this is very definitely a special gift for anyone watching at this time.
I mean, Bobby Ray, check this out. I've got a couple of burgers. Of course, I could have fit many more. Dave's fixated with the dumplings. Dave, come on over to my burgers. There you are, mate. I don't blame you. I'm fixated with them as well. Here's the thing. You can throw a big old handful of cheese, and it doesn't matter if a little spills over. Now, don't forget, you have that gorgeous lid, again, with that gold trim, that beautiful gold rim and handle, so you can steam and make a little bit more, make that cheese really beautiful and melted. Now, over here, Bobby Ray, I do have my trivet. I'm not using it as a trivet in this case, although I could, and I'll prove it to you. Check it out. There's my trivet. I could pick up this red hot pan and drop it right down onto my trivet, right? But what I want to do, actually, I'll put that back on my induction cooktop, which is another wonderful item that's available at hsn.com. I'm going to go ahead and I'll use it as a bit of a dish rack. So I take those fritters out. I'm going to let them just drain. Any excess fat can go through to my DuraPan bakeware. And then we're going to dust those with a little powdered sugar. I tell you what, serve these to the kids on a Sunday morning and watch them go crazy.
Absolutely.
Delicious. So, whether you're frying, whether you saute, my burgers are done. Check this out. Lift the lid. I've got another one for you. Here's my lid rest. You take that steamy lid, you drop it on in. Watch all that condensation run down and get captured by that wonderful little lid rest. So that just sits in the corner for me. It's always keeping my my stuff nicely organized. Oh, look at that beautiful cheeseburger.
Oh, that looks so good, Chef.
Yes. Doesn't that look good?
And
here's the cool thing, though, Bobby Ray. Watch this. I'll flip my cheeseburger upside down. What sort of a crazy person would turn a cheeseburger upside down? Well, I can, because I know nothing is going to stick to the pan. Even the cheese would rather melt and stay stuck to the burger. I'll prove it. You ready? There it is.
How crazy is that?
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that is so amazing. And you know what? That's the luxury of DuraPan. And we should run that little video to explain really, again, what DuraPan is, Chef, if you don't mind. Because this is the ultimate luxury in cooking.
Absolutely. So here's a little animation that we put together. It's a slightly different handled pan, but you'll get the point. What we do is we put 5 layers of the best non-stick on the planet. We developed it. You won't find DuraPan anywhere other than where we sell it. And in the United States, we only sell it here at HSN, of which we've sold 5 million pieces. It's become HSN's highest rated cookware. In fact, we became HSN's highest rated brand because of this product. Right? It works so brilliantly well. Nothing sticks to it. Everything just glides around the pan. And that's what makes everything so pleasurable to cooking. Because look, I just put pork ribeyes in, and there it is. Absolutely smooth as silk.
Skating around.
No problems whatsoever. Same with my fish. I've got my beautiful Faroe Island salmon. Bobby Ray, I don't know whether you can give everyone an update on the Faroe Island salmon, but I know we had less than 300 in the auto ship available. I think there's still a handful left, but if we can pull that information up, you guys, we will. But either way, it is very limited.
We definitely are the most limited in the auto ship, and definitely suggest that everybody go for it in the auto ship. We have almost 8,000 people, by the way, who are on auto ship for the salmon. It's a number one selling food item, you know, here at HSN. And there's the number. It's coming up next, but just jump in ahead of time so you don't miss out on that, because it's the perfect pan to cook it in. Because once more, when we're talking about this amazing DuraPan. You have everything you could possibly want. The 5 layers, right, of non-stick coating. That 3rd layer has like a diamond additive in it. Strength. I mean, 8 times the strength of any other, you know, like non-stick you're finding out in the retail market. But look at how gorgeous. And we are now in the 100, Chef, with what we have remaining in that gorgeous sea salt color.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not surprised because that sea salt is so nice. Don't get me wrong, the red is a beauty as well. They're both going to sell out, you guys, so grab it while you can. Check this out, though, Bobby Ray. Look at how my risotto just smooth as silk, right? Just works its way around. It's that perfect consistency and texture. And, of course, when I want to serve it, I'm just going to pick this up. Forgive my 2 different coloured handle covers. In goes the risotto. I'm not going to waste a single drop, so I just come on in here, get all of that out.
Don't
now,
miss
check this
any.
out. Have a look at the pan. The pan is almost self-cleaning.
Yeah, you're
just
right,
come on
Chef.
in, give it a wipe, and look, it's spotless. It literally looks like it just came out of the box, and that's why people love cooking in it. It's how we've sold 5 million pieces. But I'll tell you something. Not everybody gets these beautiful collector's pans with the gold trim. We only do them a couple of times a year. This is the first time we've done it this year, so you're the very first people to be able to see it. You've still got that beautiful trim and handle, and of course the buffet handles as well, while getting those 5 layers of DuraPan.
And then you make your meal and then just take this stunning, gorgeous pan right to the table, because that's the incredible thing about it, right? I mean, it's just so beautiful for cooking in, obviously, but it's beautiful for serving as well. And I do, you know, this is one that if you're that person, like, you know, I am too, I always like to try to find items and put them away, put them in my gift closet, whether it's someone's birthday, anniversary, or just brighten their day, whatever the case may be. Mother's Day, amazing gift for Mother's Day, because it's just gorgeous. And then it's such an amazing first purchase as well. So if you're watching right now, but you've never bought anything before from Chef Curtis, come on in. Just do yourself a favor, put it in your cart, get it home, enjoy the 30-day return policy that goes right along with it. And if you're thinking about it, go for the sea salt, because that is the one now. We still have, I think, a little of like almost 2,000 in the red, but the quantity is in the hundreds for the sea salt. We did not bring in anywhere near as many in the sea salt. And we also have it on sale at $44.95, you know, and honestly, we should talk about to be able to get it at that price, because we all know, you know, looking forward, what potentially is going to happen with prices in the world. So don't miss that one. 899-273 is your number there. So definitely stay there. We're going to make sure that you get yours, but we are going to the salmon. So just to give you an idea, as I mentioned before, chef salmon, first of all, it is, I never, ever, ever ate salmon, don't like salmon until now. It is the most amazing salmon. It is the best salmon ever, ever, ever. I talked about over 8,000 people being on the auto ship. We also have over 2.3 million fillets have been sold. That's right here at HSN. And since 2020, 604,000 orders have been placed on this. And today, that is just today. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so happy we have any left. The quantity, okay, when we show you what we have left, that's quantity in the hundreds, but that's quantity very limited in your auto ship. I think there's only maybe 200 and something like that left there, and the rest in a single shipment. First of all, come on down here with me. Number one, look at the size of these gorgeous salmon. You are going to get a 12-pack. They are all 6 ounces. They are unbelievable, farm-raised in the North Atlantic Ocean surrounding the Faroe Islands, which is between Iceland and Scotland. It's flaky. They're not fishy. It melts in your mouth. It tastes creamy. Well, you know, Chef, as I don't eat salmon, never ate salmon. I finally eat salmon thanks to you. And I'm not the only one, because this is a big customer pick. When you go to .com, I read so many reviews, Chef, that said the exact same thing. There's nothing like it.
Highest rated food item here at HSN, Bobby Ray. Now, I'm going to do a little experiment. By the way, you can roast it, you can pan fry it. I've done it in my Today's Special. I'm just going to sit it down here. I want you to see this, though. This is my little steamer basket. You can see I've just put the salmon in over some veggies, put a little sprinkle of the that rub that you're getting. Watch what I'm doing. Sit that over my pan, pop my lid on, 5 minutes, dinner's ready. I'm not exaggerating, 5 minutes, put a clock on. It's 1:53 in my studio. I'll come back to that in 5 minutes and I guarantee you it's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna reach for a fork here. Check out the look of this beautiful Faroe Island salmon. Now, here's the best part, Bobby Ray. It literally will just flake for you exactly like this. This one's cooked all the way through. You can leave it a little pink inside. We're going to cook it a few different ways for you, so you get to decide which way you like the most. I like it a little pink in the middle, personally. But look how much I just flake that salmon into.
Huge.
By the way, Bobby Ray, if this is enough for you and your partner together, because maybe what you could do is split that in half, right?
Right.
You could take that half, they could take this half. Well, guess what? Now you're not getting 12 portions, you're actually getting 24, right? So look at this. Over my little salad here, I can go ahead, put that salmon over. So is this enough for you and your partner for lunch? Because if it is, you're spending about $5 a portion, which is pretty miraculous, because last time I checked, that's how much a fast food burger costs.
Yeah.
Right? So whether you're doing it like this, over here I've got a beautiful little rice bowl. I can actually go ahead and pick my salmon up like that. And again, it will flake absolutely perfectly. It does every single time. Let me just turn it around so I get it from the right side.
Look at that.
And you can just see, I mean,
and on sale, Chef. We don't have to put this on sale. That's the thing that blows my mind. I mean, you're buying it only for $149.95 today. And like we said, it is our #1, hands down, best-selling food item. And then you're getting your omega-3s, you're getting your fatty acids, you're getting all the health benefits from salmon. And oh, by the way, it also does come with a delicious lemon garlic herb butter as well. But the race is on, and we are shipping it to you for free. It is $29.99 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay. They're all flash frozen. I love that, so you can just pull them out as you need them, but I can't wait anymore. And mine's cooked a little pink, Chef, which you're right, I love it this way.
Isn't that nice? You know what, Bobby Ray? It is such a beautiful, look, I'm doing mine in the air fryer. It was in for 5 minutes. We started it in the pan, transferred it to the bakeware in the oven for just 5 minutes. Check it out. I'm going to take another slice and then I'm going to take you to the Faroe Islands. Then we're going to come back and discover that steamed salmon. Have a look at how lovely this flakes. If you want to put a little breadcrumb over the top, be my guest. Look at that gorgeous, unctuous consistency that you're getting, and of course the flavor. Don't forget, it's really good for you too. Go and read about the health benefits of salmon, full of omega-3s and essential fatty acids. And Bobby
Ray? Zero trans fat as well. Absolutely yummy, and it's almost a little buttery too, Chef.
That's right. Now here we are in the Faroe Islands. Here's the most beautiful part. It is crystal clear water. There's absolutely zero pollution, and that's very important because you want your fish to come from somewhere fresh and beautiful. The last thing you want is to see any pollution. That's why you're not seeing any buildings. It is very, very pure and clean. Also, strong currents. This is a natural breeding ground for the salmon, right? Because we're talking aquaculture, which is the most sustainable way to take fish out of the ocean, because we're talking about aquaculture, we get to control the food. No GMOs. They eat an all-natural diet. I don't know about your family, but that's what I want to serve mine. We also get to control the freshness, Bobby Ray, because we take the fish out of the water, and the day it comes out of the water is the day that we process, we fillet, we remove any bones, we cut it into center cuts, and then we flash freeze it. So when you defrost one of these portions, you're taking it back to its pinnacle of freshness, and to me that's really important. I've got one more to show you here, and then we're going to jump into that steamed one that we put in just 4 minutes ago. Okay.
Gosh,
have
look at that.
a look. This one for me is cooked to absolute perfection because you've got that beautiful silken kind of appearance, and I tell you what, the texture and the flavour meet right in the middle because the texture is soft and delicate and the flavour is sweet and just absolutely gorgeous, not fishy at all.
No.
Please try this salmon because I know when you do, oh man.
I know.
That is so good.
Amazing.
Isn't that?
And Chef, we're giving them 12. And even if you come over here and you look at this, even from like our overhead shot, look at the size. This is what you're getting today. Normally $165. It's $149.95. As I mentioned, you get that great little butter that comes right along with it. It's a lemon garlic herb butter. You get all of it. They all come flash frozen like this, so you can see how they're all portioned as well. And when they're flash frozen, they can stay. I think it is easily. Is it up to a year? I believe it is, right, in your freezer. Not that they ever will, but if you could go for the auto ship, I cannot say that enough. Every time Chef is here, every time we bring the salmon, it is always a sellout. I mentioned over 8,000 people already are on the auto ship. You will have wished you did. And with auto ship, you secure the value, but you can speed it up, you can slow it down, and you can cancel at any time. But Chef, the cool thing about it is the people who have auto ship are going to be the first ones who are going to be able to get it, even when we don't have any left here in our inventory, right?
Bobby Ray, my 5 minutes is up. It's
okay, let's
1:58
see.
here in the studio. You ready for this steamed salmon?
Ready.
I promised you it would cook that fast. You can already see it's still slightly pink in the center, but look at how that fish just flakes.
Wow.
Absolute perfection. Right, so it doesn't matter which side I go to. So go and ask your doctor, Doc, how often should I be eating beautifully steamed salmon? And I promise you, he is going to give you a pretty favourable outlook because, and when healthy taste is good, I'll put a little bit more of that dry rub because it's so tasty.
Yes, because you get that signature seafood seasoning packet too that comes with it. And all of it at 080921 is your number. Very, very